The tail of the tape then at middleweight between Gegard Mousasi and Fabian Edwards. And John, look at those records.
Well, and that's the whole point here. Does the experience of a man walking into his 60th professional fight get it done against the younger, athletic, only 11-2 Fabian Edwards, #1 versus #2.
Gentlemen, 5 rounds under unified rules for the main event of the evening, title contender fight. We went over those in the back. If you don't have any questions, best of luck, touch gloves.
So it's time. Can Mousasi maintain that record of never having lost twice in a row here in fight number 60? Can Edwards find a way? What a path to glory it could be for him. So many different narratives ahead of this fight. It's going to be so interesting to see how they play out. One thing is for sure, you write off Gegard Mousasi at your peril.
That is not something that any smart man would do. Gegard has been in against the very best the sport has had. You look at the people he's fought in the wins, it's a who's who in MMA. It's incredible.
7 times before, fighters have got into a cage with him, trying to make it consecutive defeats, and none of them have managed it. Fabian Edwards has to do that tonight. Hands up, good left hand early.
Well, it's one of the things that, Josh and I talked about before is, I always look and say, when you become the champion, you become just percentages better. But I also think that by being around the champion and being, like Josh talked about earlier, being in that gym that champion is now at, it makes all of you better because now you see how much work it took for someone to do. You see them get successful.
He will be given time. That is a painful start for Fabian Edwards.
Kick, you can see it landed in it. That's the ones that hurt the most, and that's right underneath the cup, bringing it up. Those are the ones that usually will do the damage. So Fabian should take all the time that he needs within that 5 minutes to get himself back to being as good as he can be. But as we were talking about, when you have a brother that's been the champion, you see everything that it took, and then you look and you go, I can do that. And it just motivates you to do those things, to be the best. And I think that Fabian at this point is a better fighter now than he's ever been, based upon just time and experience, but also seeing how it's done from his brother.
Okay, you ready on the clock? All right, let's continue.
Edwards okay to continue. As he said, he would keep this on the feet and he'd take a look at Edwards, and that's what he's doing so far.
Mousasi did say that, I'm not going to be in a stand-up battle with him. I want to be in the stand-up. And I look at that and I go, that's not the smartest way to try to beat Fabian Edwards. In fact, that's the way to get knocked out, because Fabian loves people that want to stand with him and not try to take him down. That's where he is best. And so, Gegard, there's no doubt he has a massive advantage if the fight hits the ground and he's in the top position. But if you're not going to try to get it there, then it's going to come down to a kickboxing battle.
There's the aggression from Edwards.
3-2. That's it. You've got the look now. 3-2.
Both fighters throwing a lot of feints here. Both trying to entice the other in. This is high-level stuff.
Yeah, one of the things, take a look at that. Gegard does a beautiful job of, he's going to give that little half hitch, looking like he's going to throw a kick. And it just upsets your timing if you're Fabian. Edwards needs to get past that and step through. If he's looking to throw, step through and throw. Don't get caught in the middle of that.
An awful lot of respect here between the two of them. Mousasi having an early look. Edwards aware of what Mousasi could do.
Yeah, but if you're just taking a look at body language, look at the body language of Fabian Edwards and look how confident he is with the range. He's comfortable with it. He's saying, okay, I can fight right here. I see everything that you're doing, and you get within my range, then I'm going to snap on you.
We know that Fabian Edwards can be devastating for all the criticism that sometimes he could fight to the level of his opponent, fight down to that level. He's very, very good. He's improving all the time. Straight left hand there from Edwards.
One of the things that has made Gegard so good is he's got a really good jab. He's fast with his hands, but he's not as fast as Fabian Edwards. And so that makes a difference in this. And like I said, speed kills. It is tough to fight against someone that is noticeably faster than you.
Jab and trying to follow up behind it with a left hand. Been a relatively quiet start here in Paris. So much at stake in different ways for both of these men.
Blow, and you can't count that one.
So round two, remember, scheduled 5 here. Fabian Edwards out a little more positively. I don't think too many people around the table believed Gegard Mousasi when he said, oh, take a look on the feet, and that's where I'm going to have it, but that's where it is at the moment. Left hand again there from Edwards.
It's a clean left hand by Fabian Edwards.
Mousasi is banking up those kicks. He's landed a few of those half kicks and push kicks as well.
Notice again, look at how comfortable Fabian is with the range. Gegard doesn't look comfortable while Fabian does. Fabian's giving the feints. Notice those. He knows exactly that distance I need to back up.
It's outstanding from Fabian Edwards.
Watch the back of the head.
Not the place that I would think that Fabian Edwards wants this fight. He's not doing anything right now at all other than getting hit. So that's telling me he just wants to sit here. He's not going to do much. He's going to let the referee stand him up if that's what it takes. But nice sweep over. Almost elevated him over the top. Nice job by Gegard.
And now Mousasi in an area where he is dominant.
Yeah, I believe there's a huge difference on the ground. It's not that Fabian Edwards can't fight on the ground. He just is not that ground fighter that we know Gegard Mousasi can be. And if you're going to be on the ground with Gegard, this is it. This is the way to be. Have him on his back.
Telling Edwards to sit heavy, to use that weight against Mousasi.
Well, that's because when you take a look with that butterfly guard, Mousasi's able to elevate those hips, so that's why they want his hips to be heavy. Don't allow him to start to get those hips light, getting him up in the air. That way he's going to turn you, get to the top position, and that is not a place you want to be.
Be heavy, be heavy. There you go. Push the leg, make it work. Push the leg.
Edwards trying to be heavy here on top of Mousasi.
Try to be next to me. There you go. Nice.
Really smart from Mousasi. wants it now.
What? Stop! 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 Over there. Neutral.
There was a knee to a grounded fighter. I couldn't see that it hit the head. I thought he was aiming for the body. That's what it looked like. In my view, couldn't see it. Couldn't see it live there. Couldn't see it on the screen.
We'll see if we can get a closer look at it.
Hey, Fabian. No, you don't listen to them. This is in between.
Here we go.
It touched. There was really no power to it. But we can say that it touched. But there was no damage at all. Nothing that should have stopped Fabian Edwards from continuing on in this fight.
So second delay. Edwards is just feeling for damage around the ear, around the eye.
Well, he's the one that accepted the blow, so he knows if he's feeling something. Could be that joint with your jaw, could be his mouth open. Doesn't take a whole lot to make that.
You're not allowed to be in your corner.
Place.
John, if he's not able to continue, what happens?
Well, then there would be a determination by Kevin McDonald that was that, in his opinion, intentionally done, or was it an accidental use of trying to hit the grounded fighter to the body, but it touched him, I guess, to the face there. So if he calls it intentional, it's going to be a disqualification of Gegard. If he doesn't, it would be a no contest. But what you're going to see with Gegard is, at a minimum, he's going to lose the position, and that was a position that was important to him at this point.
Edwards doesn't want to continue if he's not right. I just told him it's your second foul.
That is, and that's what Fabian is talking about. Well, look, he hit me in the groin, one, now he hit me in the face for the second. So I understand where Fabian's going. Well, how many more?
As you say, Mousasi loses that position. Of course, it won't affect Mousasi at all. He's seen pretty much everything. He's encouraging Edwards to join in there.
Absolutely he is. He's already felt the ground with him. He knows that that's a place that he feels comfortable.
Edwards for the first time, real snap.
Yeah, it was very nice that the way he took his left hand afterwards, landing a clean shot on Gegard from it.
Edwards having the better of it there, landed a short right hand.
How many times do we have to say it, Dave? Speed kills. It is tough to go against a guy who is faster hands, can counter you.
Towards the end of a scrappy, clearly a stop-start second round here.
With it, and Taylor landed some good shots, but I give it to Fabian Edwards. Here was that takedown. And then you saw he slips over the top. Gegard's able to get to the top position, wasn't able to do any real damage before he landed what was an illegal strike to the head of a grounded fighter. Fabian Edwards landed some clean shots. Once he got back to the standing position, he's getting the better of Gegard in the stand-up.
But let me ask you this. If everything beforehand pointed to Mousasi's place in this fight being on the ground, that's where he's best. Everything we've seen so far has pointed to that. is that where he should be? And why isn't he going there?
Well, you're going to have to ask Gegard Mousasi that. I had that my keys to victory. You have a massive advantage in one area. Why not take the fight to that point?
And if Mousasi, as on John's card, has lost the opening 2 rounds, he needs to get going here. And Edwards has had success on the feet. He's been submitted 3 times, he's only been knocked out once. He's teak tough, but Edwards is racking up the points effectively. That's a good left hand from Edwards. Mousasi ducked into it. Edwards is growing in confidence here.
He's growing in confidence with his counters. He's waiting right now on Gegard at times, or he's countering the counter. Nice knee to the body.
And all done with that blurring speed of Edwards. Now then, this time a clothing problem. Need to fix the shorts of Mousasi here. You can see they came apart there.
Yeah, but it was an eye poke that he was complaining about. He got poked in the eye, right there, just scraped across it. That's what he was complaining about. But you do have a malfunction of his groin protection.
Let's close the gate. Stay back. Stay back. Ready on the time? All right, come on, guys. Let's fight.
Literally, stop-start. But when it started, Edwards has had the better of it. Mousasi with so many friends, members of his family here watching. He wanted glorious redemption here, not more disappointment. Who knows where this is headed at the moment.
Very nice.
Kick to the body from Edwards.
Fabian Edwards is very smooth in his stand-up. He's confident, he controls range very well. He knows exactly where he needs to be. And he knows when Gegard closes that distance, when he needs to attack and force him back. One of the things Gegard needs to do is exactly what he's doing now. Force Fabian back. Fabian is not the same fighter when he's moving backwards. He doesn't have the same volume or attack. Edwards doing a really nice job on the inside of the left leg of Gegard. He's starting to get eaten up. He attacks it again.
And he's realized, hasn't he, targeting that. It's been a strangely passive display from the great Gegard Mousasi so far. Edwards keeps targeting that leg.
What you're really seeing is you're seeing Edwards and Israel Adesanya controlling, being very comfortable, a lot of hand play, smooth movement, and using his length, which is something Gegard has a problem with. If someone's got longer length, that length is causing him some problems with Fabian Edwards.
Edwards around the cage a little bit at the moment. Edwards so quick, but then Mousasi shows the threat that he possesses. Good thing for Fabian Edwards at the moment is that it feels like he's in control.
I think he is. You have Gegard coming after you, but take a look at what's landing. And Gegard's landing some teep kicks to the body. But overall with the hands, Fabian Edwards is the one that's landing the clean shots.
Edwards is winning these exchanges.
There you go.
Nice combination by Fabian Edwards. That was just well placed.
Great dig to the body, wasn't it? Plenty of torque in there. Very things maybe. Of course, with the extra confidence comes danger for Edwards, but he's dominating at the moment. So round number 4. Did you score round 3 for Edwards?
Round 3, 10-9 for Fabian Edwards.
Edwards 3 up on John's scorecard. Mousasi has got work to do. Of course, the judges could be seeing it differently. Mousasi is doing some good work.
You can go back to when Gegard won the middleweight title from Bellator against Rafael Carvalho. Went with a guy that's a good kickboxer, went straight into wrestling, took him down, dominated the top position, got a TKO victory. That's the kind of fight that I believe he needs to fight to win this. Because Fabian has shown that he's got quickness, he's got elusiveness, he's able to control most of the range, even though Gegard's doing a great job of trying to crush that space and come into him.
Not giving himself the best chance of victory here, Mousasi.
Well, he was honest with us when he said, I'm going to stand up with him. Because it's going to be a stand-up fight. Well, he wasn't lying.
Got a shot there from Mousasi. 101 and 182 landed. Look at the disparity there in terms of the total strikes landed. Mousasi ahead of Edwards, but Edwards has landed the quality.
Whoever is pushing that button is crazy.
Great straight left hand from Edwards, and look at the damage again to the inside of the thigh there of Mousasi. Edwards targeting it again in this round.
Edwards landing the shots with power.
Crowd are trying to get behind Gegard Mousasi. They sense what's happening here.
Gegard Mousasi is so tough. Here you go. That's what he should have been doing, in my opinion. We'll see what he can do. Right to mouth.
Easily went to man Mousasi.
Watch your back,
Giving
Chad. Keep it
himself
clean.
big problems to solve. Is he about to start solving them?
Fabian Edwards trying to hold on to his hand, hide his head. Nice job to get back to his feet. Mousasi all over him right now. This is a big opportunity for Gegard.
Still plenty of time left in the round.
Nice job by Fabian to work his way out there. That says a lot right there.
Yeah, that is a significant moment.
Kicks to the body there.
Mousasi. Is he going to do enough to win this fourth round? Give himself a chance going into the final round. Looks for the takedown. Again, Edwards does well.
Hey! And again, with the head. Keep the head. Keep the legs. Keep the legs. On the head. Head position. Forward and backwards. Take it forward and backwards. Forwards and backwards on balance. Play tricks. Forward and backwards and play tricks.
Bellator journey so far. Is this going to be the best night so
Right,
far?
in the middle. We in the middle. Take him over and backwards.
That's it. Forwards and backwards.
20 seconds. And then take down the finish. Shot. 10 seconds. Finish.
Right near the center.
Edwards going for the takedown, takes it backside.
4 rounds in the bag, Fabian.
Take it down. Breathe. Take it down. Breathe. Breathe. Hammer fist. Hammer fist and breathe. Stop.
Stand up, heavier shots overall. Then Gegard goes to this takedown and he gets it. And he does a beautiful job of going straight to mouth. He loses it. That's a great shot there by Gegard. Nice left hand. That was the same one, different angle. Good shots by Gegard Mousasi. Takedown by Fabian Edwards.
Well, at the moment he is staring who knows what in the face here. He said this would be his final run. He's never lost consecutive fights before, but the great champion, the dream catcher, has to pull something out of the fire here. He's done it before, but he needs something very special here in this fifth and final round. John has it 4-0 for Edwards. So good at solving puzzles, Mousasi, throughout his career. He hasn't been able to solve this one. Mousasi needs to try and set something dramatic up here. Surely needs more than just a convincing win of this final round. Surely needs something a lot more dramatic than that.
Nice return counter by Gegard.
Touch the head.
Good feints there from Fabian.
You can see the reaction from Gegard, which is telling you he's been hit a lot. Getting that type of reaction off of that feint. That was a nice clean shot by Gegard there. Fabian into the clinch.
Fabian really confident.
Nice before body lock on Gegard.
Certainly Fabian wants it on the ground and having real success here, using his strength.
As long as he's able to lace that left arm, that's going to keep Gegard from being able to turn. But Gegard does a good job of turning inside of that figure four body lock many times, so he's got to make sure that he maintains control of that arm while he was up on the cage. Nice job by Fabian Edwards. Smart. Realized he was losing that. Let me get myself back.
Edwards is all over Mousasi here.
Get high.
Only 2 minutes remaining. Leon Edwards and that. Edwards' corner, screaming instructions at his younger brother here. He knows how close he is.
Back to the body triangle.
1 minute 50. Body triangle.
He's doing a great job of keeping himself square with the back of Gegard.
No fingers in the glove.
Finger in the glove. Yeah, finger in the glove. Let's touch.
There's no fingers in those gloves.
Let's touch it. Let's touch it, Rashad.
Get him out. Fingers out. Get the fingers out. Go.
Yeah, go. Attack it. Put it to your right side.
Mousasi getting increasingly desperate here, because Edwards has dominated on the feet and now he's dominating on the ground. He's beating him everywhere.
Edwards doing a really nice job just controlling here. Switches that figure 4. Gegard wants to put that foot to the ground. Help him being able to turn inside of it. Right now, Fabian could switch back to the other side.
There you go. Choke. Look the choke.
Get underneath that chin.
50 seconds. 50 seconds.
Last minute.
He knows how close he is.
Take the right back.
Counting him down here.
Fight his chin.
He knows if he maintains this position, surely it's his
Squeeze
night.
with the left hand. Put your left elbow on the mat.
Squeeze.
Back to it again.
Both hands. Attack with both hands.
Get that right hand back out.
And here the corner trying to talk him through that choke. It's going to be very difficult with just one arm. It's not that it can't be done, but against someone like Gegard, don't think it's going to happen.
You post to the right
You can get
elbow.
old very quickly in the fight game.
Yes, you can.
And I wonder if that's what we're watching now, what we watched against Johnny Eblen, taking nothing away from him or from Fabian Edwards, of course. But it's been 5 pretty dominant rounds from Fabian Edwards, and surely his night. In Paris, we go to the scorecards.
Most of them are now retired, so it's getting close to the end. Here, Gegard was able to try to get into the body lock, but it was Fabian that was able to take the fight to the ground. Gegard lands a clean left hand. Here comes Fabian taking him down and just muscled him down. Well done by Fabian Edwards. He gets the back. He was able to lock in that body triangle. He switched it a couple of times and maintained that position, showing, hey, I can work on the ground too. So well played and well done by Fabian Edwards.
The night that Fabian Edwards will never forget, if it is indeed a glory night.
Ladies and gentlemen, in tonight's main event, we go the distance. So we go now to your judges at cage side, Eric Cologne, Sal the Model, and Brian Miner. All 3 have it exactly the same at 49 to 46. All for the winner by unanimous decision, Fabian Edwards.
We got Johnny Eblen stepping up here right now. Johnny, you just watched him fight the guy that you won that belt from. What do you think of this performance?
That's a pretty good performance, but I'm a much tougher opponent than Gegard, and you're gonna fucking see that when we fight. Yeah.
Finish? Mate, watch. We know when the show is. We know when the show is. That belt's mine.
No,
That belt's mine, brother.
this is staying
That
in
belt's
South
mine.
Florida with me,
Not
baby.
take a chance.
USA all day.
Ladies and gentlemen, the main event on September 23rd from Dublin, Ireland for the middleweight title will be the champion, Johnny Eblen, against the challenger, Fabian Edwards.
That gives you a sign of what to expect, doesn't it? Edwards and Eblen going at it already.